Hyperlearning shows how people and companies can adapt in the rapidly changing world we live in today, explaining how a growth mindset, collaboration, and losing your ego will build your confidence that you can stay relevant and competitive as the world around you accelerates. Hello everyone and welcome to Avid Wisdom, and this is the summary of the book called Hyperlearning by Edward D. Hess. Before we continue, please make sure you like my video, share it with your friend, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe for more such videos. If you were born thousands of years ago, you'd be part of humanity's move from the rainforest to the savanna. That means you'd have to learn and change quickly to survive. If our species didn't make significant advancements in this crucial time, nobody would have survived. Luckily for us, though, those early humans succeeded in advancing in a way that guaranteed the survival of Homo sapiens. So we can be grateful to be alive because of this first leap in learning. But today, we face another problem that requires another leap as significant as that first one. As technology advances faster than a cheetah chasing its prey, your job is at risk of being taken over by machines. If you and I want to flourish in this rapidly changing world, we have got to expand our minds and abilities. We must become hyperlearners. This is what Edward Hess's book Hyperlearning, How to Adapt to the Speed of Change will show you how to do. In it, you'll discover how your lifestyle and ego affect how you learn. You'll also see how companies can adopt a hyperlearning attitude to survive and thrive. Change your mindset to become a hyperlearner. The first step to becoming a hyperlearner is to quiet your ego. This begins with letting go of the titles, labels, and identities you have. Instead, take a more curious, teachable attitude toward everything that happens to you. An even better way of doing this is through meditation, which is also vital to quieting your busy mind to learn more efficiently. The many benefits of meditation in all aspects of life are clear, especially from the dozens of books about it. To practice it, you need to focus on your breath and redirect your thoughts when they wander. Check out our summary of Unplugged to learn more about meditation's power and how to do it. Quieting your ego and busy mind with meditation will set you up for improving your mindset, which is the next part of becoming a hyperlearner. There are two types of mindsets you can have. Fixed mindset, which is when you believe that intelligence is unchangeable. You think you are stuck where you are at. A growth mindset involves the truth that you can improve your mind, intelligence, attitude, and everything else about you. This is the mindset of hyperlearners. Carol Dweck is the psychologist and Stanford professor who pioneered the science of mindset, and you can learn more from her book about it. The other mindset to adopt is what the author calls New Smart. You can get it by changing your idea of what it means to be smart. Focus on innovation and creativity instead of just book smarts, grades, and test scores. Becoming a hyperlearner will require you to improve your behavior. The next step in hyperlearning is to change your actions. Simply believing in growth isn't enough. You actually have to work to make it happen. And this means even the details, like your mannerisms and the words you use. Start by looking at the typical behaviors of hyperlearners. This includes working well with others, being teachable, embracing uncertainty, and being open-minded, to name a few. Say you want to start by improving your collaboration skills. What does someone who works well with others do? You could say they are good listeners, but you need to go deeper. What makes someone a good listener? Looking into the answer to this question, we can see that it means not interrupting others, being fully engaged, and asking questions to make sure they understand. To go even deeper, identify what the ideal collaborator doesn't do. Maybe you know of some examples in your office that can teach you how not to do it right. It's easy to see how bad they are at teamwork, and the things they do make them that way, so you can do the opposite to become what you want to be. To help your business take advantage of hyperlearning, you must follow 4 key ideas. If you own a business and aren't willing to change with the times, you will fail. Just look at what happened to Blockbuster and Kodak. Traditional workplaces are plagued with competition, fear, and top-down leadership. None of these are effective for the ways the world is advancing. They don't encourage creativity and learning. They instead stifle innovation and all the chances for growth that it can bring.